What up, though? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. Today is Monday, November 28th, 2022. Man, December's only a few days away. Whew. On deck for today's show, we recap the Bills-Lions game on Thanksgiving. I compare the team stats, and we give our game reactions to the 28-25 loss for the Lions. LL breaks down what he saw on offense. Coach Mike does the same for the defense. And I name my bossed up, balled out, and balled on players of the game. Before we get into all that, man, it's time to bring in the rest of the crew. Man, don't add them because I know your auntie took him a plate on Friday, man. It's my man, LL Cool Tours. What's going on, my dude?
What's on, Prowl Nation, and good morning.
Man, and you know he was cooking up some stuff, man, because he's not only a coach, he's not only a boxer, he's a chef, man. It is who?
It's the Wolverine, Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
right now.
Let's go.
Detroit Lions talk, baby. Well, welcome back, folks, and we got to go and get that game recap going on, Curt, so let them know what happened in the game.
All right, man. Y'all know what it is. Welcome to No More Victories, but the Lions are getting close Monday. But before I get into go over to LL and Coach for their breakdowns of the offense and defense, let's look at the team stats for the game. Now, it was close, but it wasn't, in some areas of the game. First downs. First up, we have the Bills with 28, Lions with 22. We have passing first downs. They had 16, the Lions had 13. Rushing first downs, 10-7 in favor of the Bills. First down from penalties, it was even at 2 apiece. Third down efficiency, it was they were better. 7 for 12 for the Bills, 6 for 15 for the Lions. We were 3 for 3 on fourth downs. Okay. We have total plays 74 in favor of the Bills. Total yards 401 to 326. Total drives 10 apiece. Yards per play. This was closer than what I thought it would be. 5.4 for the Bills, 4.9 for the Lions. Passing 237 for the Bills and 230 for the Lions. 24 of 42 for my man Josh Allen. 23 of 37 for Jared Goff. Yards per pass play. The Lions actually had more. 5.3 for the Bills, 5.9 for the Lions. Interceptions thrown. You know, Alex Angeloni got that pick off Josh Allen down there in the red zone. No interceptions thrown by Jared Goff. Sacks. They gave up 3. We gave up 2. Okay, I could deal with that especially with their pass rush being what it was, but our interior offensive line. We'll get to that in a minute. Rushing 164 to 96 for the Lions, and I could attribute that to the backups. But rushing attempts, we had it was pretty even, 29 to 28, only 1 more for the Bills. Rushing yards per play, 5.7 for the Bills, 3.4 for the Lions. Red zone efficiency, both teams went 3 for 4. Penalties, 5 for 36 for the Bills, 3 for 32 for the Lions. Pretty clean game. Turnovers, the Lions had 2 lost fumbles, and the Bills had 1 interception. You look at it, time of possession, only 3 minutes difference in the game, 31 minutes for the Bills and 28 minutes for the Detroit Lions. All right, so looking at this game, the Lions are getting close. Was it a wasted opportunity for the Lions? Some people will say that. So a lot of people will say, it was a wasted opportunity. They should have won that game. I picked that in the score for a reason. I had it, 28-31 for the Bills on the last second field goal. And the reason being was because of the injuries we had in our secondary, especially losing Jeff Okudah. I knew that was going to be a big deal going against Stephon Diggs. For some reason, I was like, that's going to be a bigger injury than what we think it is. This is because of the fact that dude, he can cook when he needs to. And we weren't playing him physical off the line because we have anybody to play him physical off the line. The guys that we had playing out on the outside on the perimeter, We didn't have a Mike Hughes. Much as I like Mike Hughes, he's not a physical corner at the line of scrimmage, and that's what you need for a guy like a Stephon Diggs. You need to knock him off his route, and that touchdown he scored toward the end of the game, man, he just absolutely schooled Mike Hughes. Mike Hughes just let him a free take off the line, and it was like, yeah, and it was one of those things, man. It was ebbs and flows, but I'm proud of the fight that the Lions had. They were right there the whole game. We had some stupid mistakes, some stupid things that went on. It was just, you had some things that it had to be a perfect game for the Lions for them to beat the Bills, even with all the injuries the Bills had. But it's still, because you look at it, they even lost all their pass rushers was out of the game by halftime with what's the big fella's name that just signed with the Bills this offseason? Von Miller going out. Yeah. So for me, I like the effort on the game. We're still building. We're still young. We got some stuff to work on, but they were right there. I'm just glad it wasn't a blowout like everybody predicted. People were predicting blowout. They were going to whoop our ass. They were going to be like 35-10. But nope, the Lions were right there. The offense scored points. The defense played tough. Mistakes on both sides of the ball. Caused a turnover, but from Josh Allen. I'm proud of the effort, but no more victories, man. You got to clean the mistakes up. If you want to take your team to the next level, you have to clean the mistakes up, and we can't have that. Okay, fellas, what do you think, man? What's your reaction to the game? We're gonna get to our breakdown in a minute, but your reaction to the overall game.
Man, I was happy. I was happy with it. I'm disappointed at the end because we didn't win and we could have won. I like the fight, but at the end of the day, I'm tired of saying I like to fight. Like, I mean, we need it. It's necessary. It's something that you always want to see. But damn it, I'm tired of saying I like to fight. I want to be like, man, we knocked them out. Mama said, knock you out. I want to be on that side sometime, man. But like I said, man, it was a good game. I think it was the best game of the day. So,
For Thanksgiving, I believe I agree with you. That was the best game of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not okay with it because it's one of them games, man. Like we could have won. We could have won it. And it's if you play to win the game. At the end of that game, I kept hearing the Herm Edwards clip. You play to win the game. Hello, you play for the tie. Whatever. You play not to lose, you lose or have it go. But a winnable game for us. We could have won this game. We could have beat the Bills. You know what I'm saying? All of them people out there with the playoff aspirations or however you want to call it. This is a game that we definitely needed. But game we could have won. Some stuff we need to clean up. I guess some good sounds going forward. But man, like you said, Coach Mike, I'm tired of. This is a game we could have won. That would have been 4 in a row. We could have kept it going. We could have kept that streak, kept stacking them, as they say, or as Coach said. So
it is what it is, man. You got to take. Sometimes well, for me, and this is what I just eyeballing it. I'm not saying that it is, but as of the games we have remaining on our schedule, I think that was the toughest game that we had remaining on our schedule. I think that the Minnesota game can get tight, but we played them tight in Ford Field. But I'll think of all the opponents we have left to play, I think that was the toughest test that we're going to have going forward for the rest of the season. Do I think we're going to run the table? I can't say that. Do I think it's possible? Yes. Do I think it's possible we lose a couple games? Yeah. But anything's possible in the NFL, man. You had some upsets yesterday I didn't see coming. So it is what it is. Hey, do us a favor. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Help us get this content to more Lions fans just like yourself. Now it is time for our family discussion topic for today. We ask you a question, and you go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section of the video. We know you're going to talk about it in the live chat, but we talk about the comment section because you know what we do. We pick 6 of those things to read on the next show. So what did you take away from the game? That is the family discussion topic for today. What did you take away from the game, man? Hey, what I want you to do, man, it is the holiday season. It's already started. Go ahead and get yourself your loved ones some Lions gear over at Fanatics.com. Links in the description below. Go ahead and grab yourself some gear over there, man. It's the holiday season. A bunch of sales going on right now. So grab yourself or some loved ones some Lions gear right there at Fanatics.com. A portion of the proceeds from that link Go to help us grow the content right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Yo home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Check us out on Lions Nation Unite to help us bring you this content. It is the ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. Go over and check out your favorite content creators over there. Besides us, you got Dessert Dion, you got Rad, you got my man Mike Kimber, because he pushed back from the micro mic. So Mike Kimber's over there. You got so many guys. Roll the Lions UK, the international flavor. If that's more your speed, check those guys out at lionsnationunite.com. And while you're over there, grab yourself some game day gear at lnushop.com. It's always game day in the LNU shop. Get the real, not the fake, like they have over there on Facebook at lnushop.com. Hang out with us on Detroit Lions on the Prowl.com. And while you're over there, get yourself some Proud Nation gear, baby, because we still got it over there. If you want to go ahead and honor your man, Jim, he always wore his Proud Nation gear proudly right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. So go ahead and grab yourself a kneecap biting shirt. That was one of Jim's favorite right there at lionsontheprowlshop.com. Now, you know I got to bring it up. That ass whooping we saw on Saturday. If you want to get yourself some Wolverine Lion gear, because we going to the chip, baby, December 3rd, over there in Indianapolis, Big Ten Championship, man. If you are a Wolverine on Saturday and a Lion on Sunday like we are here on this panel, get yourself some Wolverine Lion gear, man. Coach Jones got you hooked up at wolverlion.com. If you want to support the fight against cancer, get yourself some Roll Up gear. My man, Big Lion Man, he's a Sparty, but he's still our brother. Grab yourself some Roll Up gear. Links in the description below. And the proceeds from those sales of that individual's gear go to help the American Cancer Society of Michigan. Now we done paid some bills, man. Let's get into the meat and the potatoes of this thing, man. Because you know how we do it here on Let's Side Detroit Lions Talk. Because you know, like I told you first, man. Don't at your favorite auntie, man, because you know she slid through and took my man to play. LL, holla at me about this offense, my guy.
Well, it was a decent offensive game, man. You know, we were able to move the ball. We could run it a little bit, maybe not as effectively as as we would have wanted, but we had a couple of backups on the interior, right and left guard. Dan Skipper and who was it? It wasn't Tommy Kramer, was it? Who was on the other side?
It was a young fella.
It wasn't.
Yeah, I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, it was a young fella, man, that came in. He's a Nigerian. I have to be.
Start with an A.
Go ahead.
Wasn't able to move the ball on the ground as effectively, but it was still a game, that we could have won. It boils down to it was a lot to win to the game. But I cut to the part where I want to talk about we were 3 for 3 on 4th down. We had a 3rd and 1. We don't get it. 4th down, I believe we tried to pass to get that third and 1, but you were running it the whole game on 4th down. You got to take that shot, man. This is a game like this where you can win. You play to win that game. If you lose, if we don't get it, we're going to lose anyway, right? So we got to, at least we were down anyway. So you got to go. Oh, no, we ended up kicking a field goal to tie it up. So we went for the tie instead of going ahead for the win. But my mentality, go for the win. I would have went for it in that instance. But other than that, we got to see, I won't say dominance, but another great game by Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God. 9 catches, I believe. I can't remember the yardage that he had, and another touchdown. Still got to see Swaggy get in there. We weren't able to move the ball on the ground because it's not as effectively. Kind of makes you think, well, what would have happened if we would have had some starters in there? It might have been an entirely different game. Mm-hmm. But offensively, we were able to put up 25 points. Could have been able to put up a little bit more. We had a couple of turnovers, a couple of fumbles, rather. Jared Goff didn't throw the ball to the other team. But as Curt liked to say, it wasn't for the lack of trying. But at least we didn't turn over, though. So I'm not going down on for not turning over. So great job for not turning over. But we did have some turnovers. They end up leading us, down the road to, a loss. A lot of, like you said, Curt, we probably had to play a perfect game. We didn't play a perfect game, but it was a game that we still could have won. And I think that's just the biggest disappointment to me. Regardless of whatever the rest of the season holds, we could have won this game against the Buffalo Bills. Everybody got held up so high. And it wouldn't have been even that, at least in my opinion, I know it's much easier for me to say it than them to get for them guys to go out there and do it. But it wasn't even that hard to win. You just get the first down and then, at least try to get 7 on the board. But what do you guys have to think about the offensive side of the ball on Thanksgiving?
All right, man. For the offense, like I said, the running game struggled with those two backups, Dan Skipper, and I got the guy's name. It's Awuzuke. Kode Awuzuke. Yeah. That Ed Oliver was killing us in the interior, man. Ed Oliver was wrecking shop, man. And it was right there at both of those two guys. The passing game kept us they kept us right there at it, whatever see. Jared Goff in the passing game kept us right there in it the whole game, because we really couldn't do nothing on the ground. There was a Chark in the water, baby. DJ Chark with the touchdown there down at the goal line. You know what it is, sun god shine bright, baby. 122, 1 touchdown on 9 receptions. Ball security issue for Williams, man. I'm not liking this, man. The guy never fumbled until he got to Detroit. What the hell is that? You can't be coughing the ball up, man. You can't be coughing the ball up, man. I don't like that. I don't like it at all, Russ. Like my man said, on Russ Parr Morning Show back in the day. I don't know if y'all know on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. But as far as the offense overall, I think the offense played well. They had some mistakes. I think that 31 where he threw the ball to Chark, I think they were trying to score a touchdown. It was trying to take a kill shot, didn't work. I think that was the play that you were talking about where you play to win. I think they were trying to win. I think that's why they took that shot on 3rd down, didn't work, kicked field goal, to try to stay in the game. We had some bad mistakes, and we'll talk about when we get to the defense side of the ball. But overall, man, I'm not as upset with the offense as I would probably normally would be, especially with how we had to play with. We playing like practice squad and like backup to the backup offensive guards. Man, our top 4 offensive guards were out for this game. The top 4 of them were out. Jonah Jackson, Evan Brown, Big V was out, and so was Tommy Kramer. Those are our top 4 offensive guards. Logan Stigberg didn't even play, and he's active. He's on the active roster. So if you look at that, man, and they have their interior. Like, they have a stout defensive line across the board. They were missing some edge rushers, but that interior is just as beastly as their defensive ends. So, you got to take it with a grain of salt, man. You playing all pro against guys that are, practice squad players at best. Dan Skipper, I love him to death, man, but he's a practice squad player. And that's why he's been there for so long. And at the end of the day, that's where his ass should be. So what you got, Coach Jones?
Man, just to piggyback off that, man, I think the biggest thing on offense was the guards. Because, you use the tackles more in the passing game, you use the guards more in the running game. And the run game was efficient at times, but it wasn't the run game that we used to seeing. And that's because those backups was in there, man. And, that tells, I know it's an excuse kind of, but that tells the tale of the run game. With that being said, though, I do think that we need to mix it up a little bit more. Like when you see a certain guy is not turning his tires to start off, but then you got to go to the next guy. Like we got a committee of running back. We need to cycle through quicker. And if you get to one guy who has a hot hand, then you milk that cow. And you don't switch it up. I think we switched up running backs. When we took Williams out, we did switch it up a little bit too much. I think we should have stayed with one. Maybe we should have rolled out that Justin Jackson thing because he was, he gets in there. So we should have rolled that, man, and probably not switched up on him. It's situational. But at the end of the day, I was more happier with the pass game. We did some things in the pass game that was good, and we just 3 points short, man. 3 points short. So, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one to take, man, because this is the second time we did this and against the best team in the league, against the Eagles. We did the same thing.
Yep.
So it's rough against the Vikings. We did the same thing, man. And
Yep.
Buffalo, same thing, man. It's like, oh man, it's just
Three,
gotta get better, man.
I'm hoping
3 point.
that fires us up for the rest of this back of the season because they try to seeing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They try to seeing that stuff. Hey,
3 point loss. 3 point loss with giving up a safety.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, if you like the content, man, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, man. Get us to 4,000 subscribers. We're gonna march to 4K, man. But it starts with you. If you haven't done so already, man, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when you get fresh content from us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Yo, home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Follow us on your favorite social media platforms, man. You can follow us on TikTok, on Facebook, and all you know it is on Instagram, man. Ooh-wee. It wasn't a Thursday, but it was a Fill Up Friday over there on LL's Instagram page, man. So go ahead and check my man out over there on Instagram, man. He gets it done for you right there on that app. All right, Coach Jones, man. You got to holler at me about this defense, brother. What did you see that was like, good and bad? Holler at me.
You know what? It started off good. It was a pretty solid start to the game. We had a good third quarter. It was a very good third quarter. But at the end of the day, man, that final drive, man, we just couldn't get a stop to save our life, man. And Austin Bryant, man, you too old, dog. Like, hey,
man, that's you go do like you do your kids, man. You too old, but
you too old. You too old for that BS, man. It's something that you gotta pull up. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I didn't say he didn't have the ball. Yes, you did, man. Come on, man. Like that was one of those crucial plays, crucial mistakes in the game, man. And I seen another former Lion player yesterday do the same thing. Jumped offside at the end of the ball game and let the other team run the clock out off a defensive penalty. Saying he was an ex-Lion. It's like, man, that's just the boogeyman right there. But you know what? I really wish Aiden Hutchinson's presence would have been felt in this game. This is one of them games where you like, damn it, man, we needed you. You know what I'm saying? Like we needed you, Hutch. And I wish he was more of a factor in the game, man. But overall, you can't be too mad because they was contained. They was contained for a while, and it was just at the end, man. We just couldn't get that stop, man. We just couldn't bear down, man. And Will Harris, this boy here, man. I feel like he just is stuck in zone coverage. Like even when he playing man, he playing zone. Like I'm saying, it'd be such a gap between him and the receiver. Like even when he be in the man coverage, he'd be like 3 yards behind the receiver, and I'd be like, "Is you scared of getting burnt?"
Too slow to be playing trail technique, bro.
No, but the thing is, he's not that slow. He's not that slow, and that's the thing. Like I don't understand, man. Like, come on, man. But I'm gonna let y'all get to y'all first, man. But yeah, Will Harris, look, man, you run a 4.5, bro. You ain't that slow, man. You got to stop doing that.
All right, for the defense, man. Okudah was missed. We talked about this a little bit. Okudah was missed, man. He's that big physical corner, man. And Stephon Diggs was eating Mike Hughes alive, man. But for a positive note, we didn't have Hutch. They was doubling him up all game. But Houston was a problem. 2 sacks, man. To coming out the practice squad. I know he's loving his alma mater. You know what I'm saying? Being winning the SWAC West down there at Jackson State, SWAC East title. So you're looking at that, man. James Houston did his thing, man. He made it. He made Coach Prime proud, man. Like you said, Will Harris is a terrible in the slot. McKenzie was eating his lunch all day long. He took his lunch money. He stole his girl. He took all his he took his jewelry, snatched his chain, and all that stuff on Thanksgiving. He wasn't even nice to him on Thanksgiving. He didn't even give him a plate of dressing or nothing. He just took everything from him, man. He sold his plate and everything. But it was one of those things, man. But the young secondary, you know, we're missing some key pieces. That key piece, I just think was, for me, was Okuda out there, man. You just got to have a big physical corner to play on Stephon Diggs, man, and we didn't have that. And that, for me, that was a miss. And who thought I would have said that at the beginning of the year, talking about Okuda was a missing piece for the defense. Nobody would have thought that, man. Nobody would have thought. And his play, though not have been perfect for the year, it has been solid, especially against some big, sometimes some big time receivers. So Okuda, get rest up, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your cobwebs clear, man, and come on back. Because you gotta do the deal with, man, over there in Jacksonville coming up on Sunday. That dude and that Jones. I ain't talking about Marvin Jones, the other Jones. That dude was tearing Baltimore up yesterday. But what you got, LL?
I don't have too much to add. I was going to say. I was going to mention James Houston. I know that was earlier in the game, so maybe that was a little bit of cause and effect with the attention that Aiden Hutchinson was getting. But yeah, I agree with you, Coach Mike. I wish we could have heard his name a little bit more, but maybe the impact was that they was rolling everything to his side. Nobody else could get anything done. Overall, defense, I don't have too many things to say. We didn't win the game. It was a couple missed holes on their side, I believe. A couple things that held us back from maybe having a couple more, a little bit of better showing. But we played well enough, at least in my opinion. Defense played well enough to win this game. So, even though giving up the points that we gave up, I feel like we still could have won this game with that defensive effort. So, lots of things to clean up better, just get that ready for next game.
Definitely. Yeah, one thing, man, I want to add about James Houston is he also had a fumble recovery off of 10 special team snaps.
Yep.
So he's doing exactly what he did at his senior year at Jackson State. In his 15 snaps, he had 2 sacks, 2 tackle for losses, and a fumble recovery. Yep. That boy is all over the place, man.
Yep. All right, man. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for my bossed up, balled out, and balled on players of the game. First up on offense, we got Amara St. Brown, 9 receptions, 122 yards, and 1 touchdown. He is third currently after the Sunday night game in receiving yards and fantasy points for wide receivers in the league. Defense got to be James Houston's. His 5 defensive snaps. We ain't talking about the special teams. 5 defensive snaps, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss. What a play from the young player, man, coming out of Jackson State. And my balled on player of the game, it almost went to Will Harris. He was this close to winning it again. But it goes to Austin Bryant. What a bonehead play at the wrong time. Gave the Bills a fresh set of downs at the 7-yard line when it could have been 3rd and 10 from the 15 on that. Come on, player. Like Coach Jones said, man, you too old for that, man. I have to agree with you. You too old for that, brother. But all that being said, man, hey, thank you for tuning in right here, Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Yo, home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. It is time for us to do my favorite thing, man. It's time for us to zip our lip and see what you had to say about the last show. Whew, it's been so long since it was like Wednesday, right? Yeah, man. It's time for the comment cards, baby. All right, first up, we got Dan Spanos. He said 3 predictions against, 3 victories for. Let's see if we can do 4 in a row. Nah, didn't work. 34-28 Bills. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Dan Spanos.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. You got the 28 part, right? Single Dads Club says, and welcome to the comment cards.
Nah, he's back. He coming back. He old school. He ain't been around in a minute, but
welcome back to the comment cards. My apologies. But win, lose, or draw, the Lions are going to show the prime timers that we are no chumps. Thank you guys for everything and have a great, blessed Thanksgiving. Go Lions. Thank you for that Single Dads Club. No chumps. Didn't get the win, but Thanks for that comment. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family as well.
Sir Weather says, I don't know if he's new to the comment cards, but Sir Weather says,
He knew. I think he knew.
What's going on, bro? It said the Lions defense needs to control the game. On this day, it was better to receive than to give. No turnovers. Happy Thanksgiving to the crew and enjoy your 4-day party. Utah loves your show. Hey, man, we love y'all out there in Utah too, man. I got to come out west one day and, check that out.
Yeah, tornado out there in Utah too. So, all right, Southwest Lions says, Curt, Buffalo definitely was focused on stopping Chubb, just as the Lions were on Barkley. They wanted to make Cleveland quarterback Jacoby Brissett beat them with his arm. As a result, they're more vulnerable getting burned on the pass. That's what I said. Pass the ball against them. The formula to beat Buffalo is simple. Win the turnover battle and contain Josh Allen. Easier said than done. I expect Buffalo to win, but the Lions appear to be making real progress. I agree with you. And one comment that we heard on the telecast that Tony Romo said, he said the Detroit Lions is real. He said, don't sleep on them. You know what I'm saying? Detroit Lions are real. And I think they are. I just think that we got to get, you got to get out our own way here, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that will happen shortly.
Right. Welcome back to the comment cards. General Brown, he says, they said, Josh Allen has been nursing an elbow, make him throw and take away the run game. Our D-line have to play relentlessly and get Allen to the ground. Offensively, we need to get Swifty going between the 20s, especially in the pass game. Get those DBs cheating up to utilize our tight ends and keep them boys guessing. Real good game plan. We didn't stick to it, though. But thanks for the comment, though. Come on back and bless us with some more of that ideas what you got right there.
Yeah, I like that, General Brown, because relentless is actually the R in my acronym for the D-line. That's explosive, aggressive, and relentless. I like that. John Kapler says, did this man just say somebody put raisins in the macaroni and cheese? What the heck? Well, did I say that? Did you say that, LL?
No, I was picking with Curt. I said he put raisins in his macaroni.
No, man. Yeah. We don't do macaroni in our household. The turkey is a side. The turkey is a backup dancer. The macaroni and cheese is the star of the show. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Like David Ruffin and the Temptations, man. That's the turkey is a backup dancer, man. It's the mac and cheese is the star of the show. Hey, man, that is your comment cards, man. We appreciate you right here, Detroit Lions of the Prowl. Yo, home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Now it's time to go to everyone else's favorite segment, and that's what they tell me. Dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Go on over to the link to Facebook in the description below. If you don't do the Facebook thing, go on over to TikTok or Instagram and check out all that beautiful dessert footage, or you can email her directly at delightfulbites18@gmail.com. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. We had the kind of extended break because we didn't get a chance to do this and recognize these two individuals during the time prior to the Bills game. But we had two Lions rack up 3 awards prior to the Bills games. You had Jamal Williams for the week prior winning the FedEx Ground Player of the Week, and Hutchinson won 2 awards for his performance against the Giants. He was the defensive player of the week for the NFC, and he was the NFL Rookie of the Week. So congratulations to two young fellas, man, for stacking up them awards, man. You know, we didn't get a chance to recognize them before the Bills game, but, you know, it all comes out in the wash, man. Congratulations, young fellas, man, and keep doing what you're doing. Let's take a walk on over to the Wall of Fame, baby. Man, I'm proud of us. We had a few people come back to the Wall of Fame. We got my man Nomas J is back on the board, man. He's in our bronze member. So is Jason Portis, and my man Coach Jones worked with this cat. Doug Prince 72 is back on the Wall of Fame in our bronze members group, man. Thank you guys for coming back to the Wall of Fame. And our silver members, we got Batman of the 313. We got Henry Wallace. We got Mr. Scotty the Bear, the Frenchman, baguettes, and all that. What's up, Frenchie? And my man Kirkland Pratt is in the building. For our gold members, we got Michael Huck, Larry McQuiston, just in the D, Michael Lewis, Lionora of Douche Bagia, the Jazzy One, Paul Jarose, and the Doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click that Join Now button in the description. Before we get to final thoughts, man, let me thank everyone who showed up on Friday to the special tribute we had to Jim Bordeaux. It was a few days ago was the 1 year anniversary of his death. And for everyone who showed up and showed out, man, and left comments and just hung out with us on Friday doing that live show, man, thank you so much. It means the world to us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, yo, home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Now it's time for final thoughts for today's show. LL, what you got, my dude?
I ended up missing it on Friday. I was at work, but I ended up leaving a comment on the replay. RIP the man, Jim. Happy late Thanksgiving, everybody out there. Have a great Monday. December is the end of this week, dog. So have a great day. Have a great rest of this week. You're almost at the end of the year. 2023 is almost here.
Yeah, man. All right, HP to Jim, man. I know he be with us every day, man. But it was a rough end to Thursday, but shit, it got better on Saturday. So hey man, I'm good. I wish we could pull out that #1 ranking. It's probably not gonna happen, even though I think #3 beat #2 is way more valuable than being the 5 and 6 squad. But with that being said, y'all take care, man. Peace out.
All right, for me, I hope everyone enjoyed their holiday, getting back to work today, man, getting back in the grind, man. Just it's still the holiday season, so if you see someone that needs some help, or if you need help yourself, ask for it. It gets lonely this time of year, so go ahead, be with your family, be with your loved ones, man, and have a great rest of your day. Just thank you guys for supporting us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Whatever you having for lunch today, man, I ain't got no napkin, man, so take the back of your hand. No crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, fall out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we walla at you real soon. We love you, Jim.